If you don't know me, my name is Gracie the Goober, or simply Gracie. And in this video, I'll be making a VTuber model for a friend of mine, who happens to be Batz. One day, I was snooping around in her Steam profile, and I stumbled across VTube Studio in her games list. And that gave me the idea to make an entire VTuber model just for her. Making a VTuber model consists of 3 steps, which I will begin to list in this video. Enough of my yapping, and let's get into the video right now. Making a VTuber model, you've got 3 steps: drawing, rigging, and then setting up. Drawing is the most crucial part of making a VTuber model. You can either do it yourself or have someone else do it for you. For me, I did everything myself. Anyways, let's get into the process. Like any other piece of artwork that I made, I started off with a sketch. A sketch is basically le foundation. To be honest with you, I was pretty proud of the sketch, even though it wasn't going to be featured anywhere in the final product. And then after that, I traced over the sketch and started with the line art. One thing I have to keep in mind is to divide the drawing into pieces, which is really important for rigging later on. One nice touch that I gave the model was the fact that you could see through the bangs a little bit. I just wanted to try something different for this VTuber model, because why not? And this is a detail that I personally like. And now I'm here drawing the mouth. This is going to be a complex part in the rigging process along with the eyes. This is how you're supposed to split up the mouth, by the way. One thing I wanted the model to have was like some sort of floppy arms, similar to the arms on my model. Let me try to demonstrate it real quick. Kind of like this. Well, it's kind of more like jacket physics, but I'm pretty sure you get what I mean. Overall, I really enjoyed the drawing process and was excited for rigging once I'm done. So I added the rest of the touches. I added the rest of the body, like the legs and the skirt and the extension cord. But the true final part of the drawing process were the emotes. For this model, I included a question mark speech bubble emote and I don't know what that is. For the emote, I took inspiration from Ray's Discord profile picture. Yeah. Now here's the final speed paint. I had a lot of fun drawing out the model, and now it's time to rig it. If you were to talk to any VTuber maker, they would say that the hardest part is rigging. If I'm being honest, rigging can be quite stressful for me, but I find joy out of it. So in Live 2D, you basically have these slides of some sorts, which are there to like mimic like some sort of movement you make in real life. Like shaking your head.
You can also get jiggy and shake your...
But jokes aside, in your rigging process, you're basically turning your drawing into a usable puppet of some sorts. You're basically giving it life. 2 of my favorite parts of rigging are probably the face and the physics. I don't know, I just find a lot of joy like rigging the eyes and the mouth and stuff like that. For my newer models, I would add a buffer of some sorts for when the eyes are fully open. This makes it so the model wouldn't look drowsy of some sorts when you use it in VTube Studio.
My old persona.
For my eyes, instead of duplicating them to save time, I manually rig each eye. I learned this method when rigging my own VTuber model because my persona has 2 different pupils, as you can see here. And then back to Ray's model, I added the subtype's visible pupils and rigged them. Because yes, the pupils are canon. I pretty much rigged all of the facial features except the mouth, and after that, I started working on the physics. And by giving it physics, you're basically not making the model stiff anymore. You're basically giving the hair its motion, the clothes its motion, or even the eyelashes motion if you want. Remember when I was talking about floppy arms in the last chapter? I'm basically gonna do that now with the power of physics. I set up the parameters for each part that will be affected with physics, and after that I started rigging the emotes. But this time, you have to go into Live 2D's animation mode later on to set the emotes up, so you can use them in VTube Studio. Now we finally get to the mouth. When I rig the mouth, I usually use a mouth chart to help me get the mouth shapes correct and in the correct value. I specifically use this mouth chart made by the YouTuber Kira Omori. No, I'm not talking about the game. If you want, you can check out her tutorial, which will be linked in the description of this video. But before we get to the final step, let me show you the process of animating the emotes. Fun fact, I thought of putting this as another step, but the sped up footage was really short, so I guess this will be merged into step 2. If you're familiar with keyframes or keyframe animation, this part would be quite easy for you. This is optional though, but if you want to do it, feel free to make idle animations or emotes with it. Not gonna lie, I enjoyed making these silly little animations. Probably because I'm an animator. But anyway, now it's time to head to our final step of the process. The final step of making a VTuber model is of course importing the model into VTube Studio. And in my opinion, this is the simplest part of the whole process. Because all you need to do is click a few buttons, change a few parameters, slide a few switches, and you're good to go. Sorry if I made it sound too easy. I'm gonna try to talk as much as possible in this chapter, so watch out! In this step, you can now control your model using your precious camera and your precious face. You can now become the character you've been creating and building. This step is just a classic mess around with the settings until you like it type step. So I tweaked each setting until it suited the model, and after that I began setting up the emotes, toggles, and their key combinations. You know, to add a few more seconds into this chapter, let me tell you a fun fact real quick. Did you know that the first Windows computer came out on November 20th, 1985? Sounds like some fantastic information for us Windows fans. Hey guys, I'm the real Batz. I broke into Gracie the Goober's house and killed her. After adding a few tweaks, we could say that this model is officially completed. So I packaged the model, uploaded it to Google Drive, and sent it to Batz. I got her reaction on camera, so I'll show that to you as well. That's a good way to start a conversation. Hello? So hold on, let me grab a picture. Where's the picture? Here's a sneak peek.
Oh, you drew fan art?
Alright, let me get into my Google Drive real quick. Yeah, check your email.
Which email?
The email that you use.
Alright, let me get that real quick. Alright, let me just switch to... For some reason I don't have it logged in on my... Alright, focus right. Oh.
I think you should check your Google Drive, because I shared something with you there.
Oh, Google Drive, alright. Sorry, I'm taking a while to figure this out.
It's alright.
I'm looking... Whoa!
Yeah, I've seen like the VTube Studio on your Steam account for quite a while, and I was like, we can't let that wither away, so I made this.
Thank you so much!
You're welcome!
I'll have to get my computer back in order.
Yeah, I basically spent a day and a half, I think, working on that.
Thank you so much, dude. This looks amazing.
You're welcome.
I'm so happy. Thank you so much. I'll make you fan art in return.
Yay!
Here you go.
Yay! Some memes. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna draw fan art.
Yippee! Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna go to like focus on other stuff I have in mind.
Alright, I'll send you the fan art when it's done.
Alright, bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, and before we get to the outro of this video, let me give you a better look at the model real quick. Yeah. So yeah, that's all you had to see for today. If you liked this video, feel free to show any support, which consists of subscribing to my channel, liking my video, or just do whatever you want. But anyways, this is the end of the video, so I would like to say bye folks!